Hello, hello, everybody. What's going on? How are we on this fine Saturday afternoon? Good to see some people coming in here already. Hey, Kirby, you are first indeed. Rush lock, not lined. So I guess Rush lock is, well, maybe you're not first live though. I just went live. So what's up, Kirby? What's up, Chad? Good to see you, man. Rush, good to see you here. You might be a topic of conversation, so I hope you don't mind. Been thinking about this a lot today, so I might talk about you a little bit. Eddie, what's up, Eddie? How you doing, man? Good to see you, sir. Garrett's here too. How you doing, Garrett? Good to see you too. I'm glad to see a lot of you in here. Haven't done one of these in quite a while. I think it was back in January. I think I did my last live, maybe beginning of February. It's been a while. Um, just didn't want to do too many of these. I guess wanted to spread them out a little bit, but felt compelled to do one today. So here we are. What's up? What's up, Kirby? Rushlock. I thought you streamed from New Room. I haven't. I've not moved in there yet, Rushlock. I've not moved into to the loft area yet. That will probably happen actually in the next week or two, as I've gotten a few things for my desk, and I needed some lighting as well. So I think I'm good to go now. But I should be moving in there in the next couple of weeks or so. So stay tuned. Manuel, hey man, how you doing, sir? Good morning to you. I know it's morning for you probably out there still. So Link, first time catching you live, but really enjoy the content, John. Thank you, man. That means a lot. I really appreciate that. I like getting that feedback. Thank you. Hey, Juan Meow Mix is here. How you doing, sir? Good to see you. Bobby is a member of the channel. So is Chad with the stars next to their name. Good to see you, Bobby. Baseball, yeah, man. It's getting to be baseball season, so I don't know how my Cardinals are going to do this year, but I don't know. They haven't really done much in the off season, but hey, Anthony, good to see you. Thank you. Hope all is well with you too. Yeah, I'm doing good. Seeing people pouring into here, and Eddie, I second what Link said. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, Eddie, you always comment on every video, so I appreciate you, sir. Rushlock. I saw a headline that Griffey Jr. is still one of the highest paid cards, though hasn't played in 20 years. That man, I have not. When I was a kid, I collected baseball cards, like avidly collected baseball cards. I just, as an adult, though, I just haven't. I know Rush. I know you're very big into collectibles and whatnot, and in different things, and comics and all that. I just, as I became an adult, I probably had cards that were worth a lot of money, and I just never realized it, or they got tossed out or something. But I can very well see Griffey still being a highly paid or a high. Griffey Jr. is still one of the highest paid. Cardinals, though, hasn't played in 20 years. And the players still getting paid by the team. I don't remember that, to be honest. I have to go back and look. Kirby as a fellow Cardinals fan. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be. I think it's going to be maybe a 500 season. I don't know. I think that's probably optimistic. So, Philmo Cardinals fan. I knew we were brothers. No, always Chiefs. You've been a Chiefs fan since I was a kid. That's not going to change. Go Cubs. Boo. Boo the Cubs. Beyond lost. Just waiting for, yeah. People are still coming in here. Good to see everybody again. Like I said, no agenda today. I don't really ever have an agenda, I guess, but maybe I should start doing that, providing a topic to talk about. But just thought, like I said, hadn't done one of these in a while, so we'll always open to questions and whatnot, or just people bring up topics. But I did have something I did want to talk about today, so we'll talk about that a little bit here. I'll wait for people to come in a little bit here. It's only 5 after the hour, so probably go for like an hour, hour and a half, maybe just depending on the field, but we'll see. But definitely an hour. Don't want to keep you all too long. So Kirby, Minnesota fan, for everything except the Cards and the Blues. Okay, that's fair. I'm a Blues fan too. I love hockey. I mean, whoops. I mean, here in Kansas City, we don't have NHL, but we have an East Coast Hockey League team here called the Mavericks. So I do try to go to some games. I love hockey a lot. I want to go to my first NHL game, which would probably be a Blues game, obviously. But since St. Louis is only about a 4-hour drive from Kansas City, Chatan is here. How you doing, man? I'm always afraid I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. Hope you're doing, Chatan. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Joshua NG's in the house. Hey, good to see you, sir. Chatan, I lived in the Dirty Lou for 13 years. Yeah. There's St. Louis has a lot of history, but I mean, it's got a lot of problems now. It's I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, it's got a lot of issues. Link says, I'm looking forward to this 100K chase bonus. Yeah, man, that's and that's on the preferred, right? I mean, that's super strong. I don't know if has the preferred ever been that high? I don't know. I don't think it has, but I also don't know its entire history. I don't have it all completely memorized, so I'm not sure. That's a strong offer. I mean, I've got the preferred, obviously, as you all know, but yeah, I wouldn't mind going after that again if it was 100K again, but at some point, but that's not going to happen for a couple of years. That's a strong offer, though. Whoever can grab that, to me, that's a no-brainer for a $95 annual fee card. That's a no-brainer grab. And I'm not a Chase fan, so. Let's see here. Kirby says, going to the Frozen Four, which is in St. Louis this year. Hopefully my Golden Gophers make it. Going to redeem some built points for the high. Oh, nice, man. When is the Frozen Four going to be, Kirby? I hadn't seen anything on that. That's cool, though. Hey, Ian Mascal's here. Good to see you, sir. Thank you. Joshua, did you see the Amex 75 BBP for 6,000 spin? Thoughts? I have not seen that. I don't cruise the news sites much, and I should probably start doing that more. I probably should start cruising the Doctor of Credit and whatnot a lot more than I do, or Danny the Deal Guru. But I mean, I've got the Blue Business Plus here, had it for a little bit over a year now. But that's a strong offer, 75K for 6K. But it might be, if you can do, would it be 6 months or 3 months? Might be over 3 months. So Filmo, I got 100K on the CSP. Okay. So it has historically been that. Then that's cool. Good to know. Takira Hermano Cesar, good to see you, man. Thank you for being here, sir. Okay, yeah, Josh said the same thing. Joshua said the same thing. CSP had 100K for. Okay. Is it going to be a higher spin requirement though? Maybe I thought I saw something about where it'd be a higher spin requirement. Maybe 5K. Maybe. I mean, still though, for 100K UR points, that's still a great deal. So, Joshua, 4 months for the 75K. Yeah, it's broken down, right? Probably into two parts, since that seems to be the trend now. Kirby said April 10th and 12th. Me and my dad have made it a tradition. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Got to watch Minnesota blow a 2-0 lead and lost 3-2 in overtime in the Natty against Quinnipiac. I'm going to butcher that. Definitely not still bitter. No, not bitter at all. That's cool. Ian says, who needs to read the news when you've got Matt? That's true. Yeah, Matt is basically the Walter Cronkite of credit card news. Chatin says, I think it's 5K this time around. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I saw it was going to be 5K now. Well, so like 25 people in here now. That's pretty awesome for being 10 minutes in. So like I said, I didn't really have a topic, but I did want to talk about something though, and I'll get back to cards here in a minute, but or to comments here in a minute. But um, I was a buddy of mine in Rush. I'm not sure if you're still here or not, but a buddy of mine that I talk about a few times in lives, and also I talked about in a video recently. But a buddy of mine that plays Eve Online, Rushlock, he's in the chat here. Um, he got me into like my better health journey a few years ago. He was a very huge instrumental part of that. Joined the gym, started working out with a trainer. You know, I've lost over 100 pounds so far. Um, so I feel a pretty tight bond with him. Never met him in person. Plan on meeting him this year and spending a long weekend with him, just hanging out and whatnot. But he and I are both Eve Online guys. So, but I think it was late last year. I mean, so he's known about my channel, whatnot, when talk credit cards and stuff, and Rushlock pinged me back late last year about this credit situation and was looking at cards to get. What I think Rush, I think you had just the Amazon card, I think maybe, and that was about it, if I remember correctly. And we're looking at options to get you another card and whatnot. And we talked and stuff. And I think Rush, you ended up getting, I think, the Quicksilver card, and if I remember correctly. And I think this was the beginning of the year when that happened. Just talking through stuff, wanting to build up credit. What are options? And we talked about the Quicksilver, and you got the Quicksilver card. Oh, was it going clear back to then? Okay, yeah, you had no credit. Got the Amazon secured card first. Okay, yep. The Capital, yeah, secured card or the Capital One $300 card first, Amazon second, I think. Okay, I had those turned around then. So, and then I think it was after the holidays or January or so, you had gotten something in the mail, I think, for the Bread Amex card, and I said grab it, and you did, and yeah, start of the year, okay. And so I know we all talk about the points and miles game, right? A lot of us into travel, so we're looking at maximizing cards and welcome offers and all that for hopefully amazing free travel and whatnot. And for those that are not in the travel side, everybody's looking to maximize credit cards for cash back, right? But there's also people that are in the beginning, like Rush has been graciously putting in, details about himself, and we're having no credit at all and like starting off from scratch. Well, it's like I have this goal to establish credit, for whatever reason. And what is the path that I can go down? And so talking to Rush about these things and guiding him along with, okay, here's where your credit's at, here's what you have now, here are some options, these are probably the best options. And then getting the Amazon card, the Capital One card, then the Bread card. And Rush made me smile big time this morning. He pinged me on Discord and he said, credit update up, my credit's up 23 points. And that put a giant smile on my face. And I think Rush is approaching mid 750 score now, or mid 700 score now. And that put a giant smile on my face because, like I said, some of us are further along in the game, and Rush's goals are a lot different from a lot of ours. But the fact that he told me that this morning, and going 6 months ago to now, where he's at 750 now, like it put a giant smile on my face because it's been a pleasure helping him. Number one, because he's helped me change my life health wise. So it's been a pleasure helping him with his credit. And that put a giant smile on my face this morning, and it made me feel really good. So congrats, Rush. I'm hoping we can continue the journey, man. That's awesome. So I just, like I said, I don't want to talk about that, because it's so, people start off in their journey. Maybe they're starting off in the journey now, instead of a lot of us that have, like I got 23 credit cards now. So I thought that was super cool, and that made me feel really good. So that's awesome, Rush. Keep it up, man. That bread card is underrated Amex card. I mean, it's Amex branded, but that bread card is strong. So I'm glad you were able to get that card. Now I know you've been getting the Discover offers, so that Discover card is strong, especially in the first year. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. For some reason, I felt compelled to it brightened my day this morning. So super awesome, though. Okay, gonna get back caught up on comments here. I think. Oh, I've missed a few. Hey, Eddie says I heard that City is going to introduce two more. I know supposedly the Strata Elite maybe is going to be a card. I thought I saw mention one time of there being a second release of a Strata tier card. It's like maybe Matt or somebody talked about it. I've only heard about it one time though, so maybe someone else can be more informative than I am. Let's see here, Ian. Okay, where am I at here? Comments. Sorry, everybody. Kirby says I dropped below 524 on May 25th. Hopefully that 100K CSP offer lasts that long. Ooh, man. Yeah. 2 months. It might last that long. Maybe. So there's probably maybe a chance of it happening because I think the offer for the 100K in the beginning is in branch only, I think, right? If I remember hearing correctly. And then it'll be available probably online at some point. So Vincent, hey, Vincent Pascal's here. Happy Saturday, man. Good to see you, sir. Yep. Yeah, Rush, that bread card is really good. Ian, yeah, I hear great things about the red card. Yeah, it's the underrated card. Rush, I wonder if buying the rower on the card just the utilization caused recent jump up. I don't think so, but who knows? I don't know about. I mean, card utilization is goes into the FICO definitely, but I don't know if like using the card though. Maybe though. I don't know exactly what all goes into how many data points actually go into just the utilization thing. So maybe Mike. Hey, Mike is here. Mike Newland. Good afternoon, sir. How you doing? Kirby, I got my first card at 18. Went from one card to 6 cards in the past year and a half. Everyone is on their own journey. Yep. And at different paces. Yep. You're right. Everybody starts off differently and we all have a different path and what we're trying to do and whatnot. So yep. Rush the 9 months from 0 to 750. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's so good. That's awesome. We got 26 people in here, 16 likes. If we can hit that like button, please, I would greatly appreciate it. Kirby said I took almost a 5-year credit card break because I thought they were evil. Well, Kirby, I mean, they can be evil, right? I mean, if used improperly, it's a tool, right? The credit cards are a tool, and they're a tool to help us get what we want out of them. And of course, improper usage, they can be evil very quickly. And it's most usually evil because of our own doing, right? Sometimes there are things that are out of our control. Sometimes that happens, but a lot of the times we do stuff that hurts ourselves and inflicting damage to ourselves. And if not used properly, credit cards can destroy you very quickly. Rush says, or did getting the card cause the small drop, then not going crazy with it rebound with more? Well, I mean, getting a second card with another line of credit, so increasing your total credit definitely would help your your total credit available, but also your utilization and whatnot. So that would definitely have an impact for sure. I had a negative 19 and a plus 23 yep. Yeah. So because of your probably because of your thin profile, it probably you did probably take a hit with the getting a new card and also the inquiry. So it would negatively impact you in the beginning, but it would rebound pretty quickly too. So, and if you get more cards in the future, those kind of impacts will reduce more and more as or will reduce will be less impactful as you acquire other cards. So, Filmo, hey man, thank you for the $10. I think that's a super sticker. I think. Or, thank you, man. That means a lot. Number one fan. Yes, you are number one fan for one of those Icelandic beers. It'll cost about $10 for an Icelandic beer. So that's awesome, man. Thank you. That's coming up fast too. Kirby was almost at 800 credit score, paid off 7/8 or 7 of 8 student loans, dropped me to 720, paid off the last one and jumped back up to 770-ish now. Yeah, I don't, who knows? I've seen weird wonky things, Kirby, with credit scores. It's like, oh, you're like I had one notification, I think it was from Experian, your utilization increased and my score went up by like 5 points. I'm like, what? Like that doesn't compute. So I don't, like I said, I don't know through all the different parts of the FICO, like who knows how many things are actually, that are entrenched in that one piece of the FICO pie. Who knows? It's weird. Rushlock says credit card companies are evil. They gamble correctly. That more often than not, people will overextend. And yep, to the high interest rates, they want. You're exactly right, Rushlock. They want people to pay interest. So they despise people like us that don't carry a balance and are paid off every month. They hate us because of that. So, but you're right. Interest rates. I mean, they make the bulk of their I'm gonna say the bulk maybe, but they make a lot of money off of interest and off of the interest on payments. Kirby, shout out to Filmo. Heck yeah, man. Filmo's my brother from another mother, man. Thank you, Filmo. Again, that means a lot. Thank you. Rushlock, but when people use them right, the cards are yep, exactly. If they're used right, they're a great tool. And Carlos, have you ever gotten CFU for just the sub or just a downgrade path? I'm considering it with the higher sub. Um, I got the CFU card. So when I was Team Cash Back, before I even had an inkling to travel at all, I think I got the card in 2019, I want to say. I got it for the offer. And I'm like, okay, I'll chase card. I'm looking to acquire another card. I think it was my first chase card. And so I thought, oh, $200. Oh, okay. It's okay. It's 3x on darn. Okay. Yeah. I'll use this card. 100 or 1.5% interest on everything else or interest. Yeah. 1.5 percent on everything else. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I'll do it. So I got it for the $200 sub, to be honest, but also I was acquiring cards the beginning. It was kind of close to the beginning of my journey. So Rush, oh wow, yeah, yeah, that's crazy, man. Joshua, I just noticed what happened to the Iron Maiden merch in the background. So, well, okay, so there's my Iron Maiden ticket back there. I'll turn so you can see it. Right there is the Iron Maiden ticket there by the candle. Then right above that is my VIP pass from the concert. So where Godzilla is at right now, right behind that is the metal poster for one of the Iron Maiden albums. It's just sitting. I just change them out every now and then. So, but yeah, it's all there. I just didn't wear an Iron Maiden shirt today. So, but trust me, it's all there. Josh is sad. I promise on the next one, I need to record a video tomorrow morning. So I promise I will swap out to the Iron Maiden poster. Okay, just for you, man. Up the irons. Kirby, really hard to show some of my friends this world because I feel almost responsible if I get the sign up bonuses, but they fall into credit card debt. Yeah, I can understand that, Kirby. Like, because you feel like you're enabling them to do something that's harmful. But I would say this, man, it if you have friends that have an addictive personality, maybe those are the ones that you don't want to show if you don't think they can control it. I would say that's probably if they have an addictive personality, then maybe not. Maybe not. But or if you know you have the friends that are really responsible, that you know are like financially responsible and they got their stuff together and all that, those would be the ones I would show the game to for sure. Joshua NG, credit card companies hate us so much that they killed the Link Inc. train after like 5 people hopped on it. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's totally dead. I mean, I'm at 1024 right now. So no, actually, I think I just dropped. No, I'm at 824 now. I think I'm below 524 in October, but I don't I don't really care about Chase much. I'm not a Hyatt guy, and I just and not because I've had any bad experiences. And again, I've never stayed at a Hyatt, so I know I just have never stayed at one. So I'm agnostic. Like I can say nothing positive or negative. It's not my thing. So maybe in the future, but I just don't never stayed at them. So like the Chase yard just doesn't mean a lot to me. Israel, good to see you here, man. Thank you for the $3. That means a lot, man. I appreciate you. Fist pump. Yeah, I see that. Yep. Thank you, man. It means a lot. Uh, oh, hey, Kevin. Hey, man. Good to see you here. Great information, very informative content. You're looking good. And long live Queensryche. That's an inside joke. Yeah, long live Queensryche. I think they're definitely not the same band they were back in the day, but yeah, that's funny, man. Thank you. Joshua NG, 100% for your background. Always fire, even if iron isn't there. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, I try to switch it up every now and then, but I mean, it's all right. We'll see how it evolves over time over the next few weeks or months or this year. I'm sure it'll evolve a little bit. Frugal Dad, hey, good to see you here, sir. Better late than never. I'm operating on Greek time. That's, are you in Greece right now, Frugal Dad, or were you just there and then came back or something maybe? Or if you're there, I mean, it's got to be getting late there if you are there right now. But I'm glad you're here, man. Thank you for making the time. James V, I may try my Amex Business Platinum at a Hilton restaurant tomorrow. Yeah, for the Hilton credit that's on that card now. Yeah, let us know. I'm curious to see how that works too, man. That'd be interesting to see if a Hilton restaurant works with that credit. I think what $200 Hilton credit now on that card. Israel, we are welcome. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, Israel, you've been making a lot of comments and videos lately and whatnot. I appreciate you. Thank you. That means a lot. Eddie, Iron Maiden, A Matter of Life and Death is a top 5 album in their catalog. You need to get a poster of that album cover in your room. Well, I actually found that shirt in their store. It's like I think it's like a limited shirt or something like that, but I'm thinking about getting it. It's not cheap, but yeah, Matter of Life and Death is easily one of the top 5 albums. That's a really good album. I mean, it's really good album. So I'm right there with you, Eddie. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Kirby, just trying to maintain 524 status for the CSP and IHG cards. Sad I missed the latest increase sub. After that, the velocity is going to crank up. I mean, the business cards is the way to go if you can. I'm probably doing a video this week about Amex and business cards. So I'm not real happy right now about my situation with them. So, but we'll talk about it more. Bobby, because I've seen Queensryche 6 times, all with Jeff Tate. Nice. 6 times? Damn, man. You must be a giant Queensryche fan. That's crazy. Wow. Super cool, man. Jeff Tate, I think he's a great singer. I saw a really interesting video on YouTube a while back where he was being interviewed by somebody, and he was like at this cabin in the woods somewhere, and it's super cool interview. I like him. He seems like a really good dude. But yeah, it's when I think of Queensryche, I think of Jeff Tate. So Frugal Dad, Greece in June. My wife is Greek, and she makes me late. Thanks. Okay, all right, I understand now. So Frugal. I think you're saying that you're always on Greek time. That's funny, man. Oh, there's 29 people watching. This is awesome. Thank you. I'm so glad you guys are here on a Saturday afternoon. Man, we're already 30 minutes in. Wow. Time is flying by. Eddie says Janet Gears is Janet Gears is one of the best guys man, I wish that was I'm sure that's true. I wish I could. That'd be awesome. That'd be a awesome that'd be the coolest experience ever. To have a beer with Yannick or Adrian or anybody in Maiden, especially Nico. Like Nico's my guy, but I love all those guys. I think Adrian's probably my favorite, maybe, but I don't know. I go back and forth. All the guys are awesome. QC man, yeah, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the $1.99, man. I appreciate it. Here's Johnny. So is this the good Johnny, like Johnny Carson, or is this the bad Johnny in The Shining? Oh, thank you, man. That means a lot, QC man. Very appreciative. And yeah, if anybody else wants to drop a super chat or anything, please feel free to do so. No obligation at all. So, but only if you want to. I also have channel membership too as well. I don't know how many people know that, but I do have a membership to the channel. It's $1.99 a month. I just started dropping members only videos over the last couple weeks. I'm dropping my next one Monday afternoon, and at least these first couple are going to remain members only because they're a little spicier in content, and so they'll probably stay behind the paywall. But if you do decide to join, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And it means a lot that you all like watch everything that I put out. It blows me away. So, but I get great comments from everybody all the time telling me how much you guys like what I do and like my perspective and like how a lot of you say how authentic I am and how real I am and all that. And it means a lot because that's the way I do this. I will not do this any other way. And the moment that I can't be authentic and real is the moment I stop. My channel goes away. So I will always be true and real to you guys. And this is, my channel is all about me. That kind of sounds cocky and arrogant, but not really, because this is purely about me, my circumstances, my journey, what works and what doesn't work for me, why I have certain cards. This is my experience. So I never tell people what they should get, what they shouldn't get, what card you should have, what card you shouldn't have. I'm never giving advice unless you ask for it. Then I will give you advice. But it's all about everybody's situation is different. So this is purely my journey, and and I always love the conversation around it. I love what people say. I love what people rebut with in comments and whatnot. I even encourage disagreement. If you disagree with me, please, that kind of conversation is awesome. I love that kind of conversation. So QC man, you're the good one for sure. I hope. Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate. I did like Johnny Carson as a kid growing up. So Johnny was the man. Kirby, got to get John to 1K. I'm trying, man. I'm working hard to get to that 1K. So I think we're at 759 right now, 760 right now. So I'm trying to get there, working hard at it. Oh, Manuel, man, thank you, sir. Thank you for the $1.99. It means a lot, man. Thank you. Very, very kind of you. Very kind of all you guys. Thank you. It truly means a lot. It blows me away. So thank you very much. Let's see here. What else? Yeah, I want to talk about Rush Lock and talk about that journey with him. And like I said, I'm glad to help him out. Glad that his credit scores are approaching 750 now. And, it's been amazing to be of help on his journey. So super awesome. I was trying to think of anything else. I mean, you guys have any questions? You guys know, I finished the the trifecta experiment with Chase back in February. Right now it's March 22nd. So right now I'm working on the city cards, which are all sitting here right next to me here. So working on using the city trifecta for this month, and of which I know that Mr. Cesar is a gigantic fan of the city ecosystem. So we're going to see how that goes. I'll probably put out a video like I did for the Chase, for Chase at the beginning of March. I'll put out a video covering all of my spend and everything on the city cards at the beginning of April. So then in April will be the Amex trifecta. That'll be what I use for the entire month of April. So stay tuned for that information. And then what I plan on doing is, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live or if I'm going to do just a video. I might do just a video about the results of everything, like to recap every month, like what was my spend on every card, which it all should be pretty close to the same. Might be some outliers, but it all should be pretty close to the same. Go over all the spend, go over the points that I earned every month with each ecosystem, to say, well, what is the best credit card trifecta? But I think the results are going to be really interesting. QC man, well, no, John has gone Hollywood when he's only talking about the Maldives redemptions. Yeah. I'm not worried about that. Happy with. So you're saying all the fake people go to the Maldives then? I think it'd be cool just as an experience, but I just have no desire to go to Maldives, especially being single. I mean, I've kidded around on a few streams and said I'm going to go to the Maldives to find my player too, but probably not a whole lot of single people in the Maldives, I'm going to assume, but yeah, I have no desire. Like that might be something down the road after I've exhausted everything else I want to see. God, Hollywood means I have to bust out my sunglasses here on streams and videos from then on out. Filmo, if Amex doesn't win the trifecta challenge, I'm canceling all 9 cards. Oh man, I don't want to be responsible for that, Filmo. I mean, you guys know these are the most cards I have of any ecosystem is Amex. So we've got 7 cards right now. So definitely my favorite. Link 875. After watching some of your videos, Iceland seems like such a cool spot. Man, it is. So I've only been here once. It was in September of 2023. I went there for 2 reasons. Number one is I wanted to see as much of Iceland as I could, which was a tiny little sliver, little sliver of Iceland. And I was also there for 3 days of EVE Online Fan Fest. And so going back in a few weeks, I'm going back twice this year, as you all know from watching my videos. I'm going back in a few weeks to be a tourist again for a couple of days and then for Fan Fest. But then I'm going back in October to drive the ring road around the entirety of Iceland. And the little bit that I saw, Link, so far, it's like another planet. I mean, it's beautiful, man. It's amazing. It's volcanic. The whole thing is volcanic, right? So it's all volcanic rock and stuff. And the grass and the trees and the shrubbery and just the rock formations and all that, just the little tiny bit that I've seen so far. It's amazing. So yeah, I cannot wait to get back there in a few weeks. QC man, is paying taxes going to count for the card setup you're using in April or March if you're paying early? No, QC man, that will not count toward, because that's a one-off, right? In my mind, that's a one-off. That will not count for paying tax as far as going towards spend, because this experiment is purely about just my normal living every month. Just what is what is normal every day, all things food, utilities, things for the house, things for me, just normal living stuff. No one-off stuff. So I just upgraded, right? As you guys know, I just upgraded to or back to the platinum card, right? So I finished to spend on this for the 50K upgrade offer a couple weeks ago, and I got those 50,000 MR points added to my account. Uh, but none of that. So all the spend on this card was for one. It was all just one-off stuff. It was all like I booked a couple of flights on Delta and then Iceland Air, and there's a couple of other one-off things that I spent on the platinum card to basically complete the offer. So, but yeah, no one and none of that, like no one-off stuff is going to count. So, Filmo, if you cancel, you're going to do a video about it, my friend. Kirby, John better milk this Iceland content for the channel so it really does become free after all that. Well, have to get the 1,000 subs first before I get ad revenue, also from Google. So we got to get there first, but yeah, believe me, there's going to be, even on this trip coming up, which is again, I'm going to be a tourist for a couple of days. I'm going to be at FanFest again for a couple of days. There will definitely be a lot of pics and videos like there were the last time. Think about doing a live also, maybe when I'm there this time around. Definitely when I'm there in October for a couple of weeks. So by the time I'm done showing pics, you're all gonna be saying, "John, shut up, go away, please." We've heard enough. Stop. Filmo, John talks about Iceland like I talk about cheese. How phenomenal it is and how beautiful the slice is and just totally amazing, Filmo. Oh, that's funny. Has anybody, I was curious, has anybody taken advantage of any of the Amex elevated offers at all? I know Cesar has, if he's still here. I know he's plowing for the Delta business cards right now. I wish I could, but pop-up jail. There's a Hilton cards as well. I was wondering if anybody's been jumping on it. I knew Cesar was hitting the Delta stuff. Yeah, I'm in pop-up jail. I'm doing a video about it. It's going to be an angry video, but I want the Delta Biz cards so bad, and I can't get them. Well, I can get them, but without the offer. So, Bobby, Filmo, I'm the Cheesecake King. So I want to see a video with Filmo and Bobby, especially since you two live down the highway from each other. We need to have a cheesecake video from Bobby and Filmo. QC man, plan to use the Macy's offer. Yeah, the offers. Yeah, there's a couple of them that I am organically using, so it makes sense for me. But yeah, they're pretty weak this year. Kirby, going to be me as well with this USVI trip. I am booking Delta Companion Pass, saving me $200 upgrade offer to the Delta Reserve, giving me a $300 statement credit plus the $200 Delta Stays credit. Yeah, the Reserve, that's a good. I got that same upgrade offer, Kirby, in my Amex portal right now. I think like 35,000. I know you and I talked privately or one-on-one through Discord about that offer. I think 35,000 points and $300 statement credit. It's a strong offer. It's a strong upgrade offer. I have it as well. Link, how do you get out of pop-up jail? Sorry, still newer to this stuff. No, Link, no, man, awesome. No, I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Shoot, I've been in this game for 3 years now, and I'm still new. So don't. That's all good. Nobody knows. There's all kinds of comments on forums, in Discords, in Reddit, and everybody talks about different ways of doing it, but no one knows. There's like anecdotal stuff where oh, I spent this much money or I spent on my cards and all of a sudden I was able to get the offer. No one actually knows what causes it or how you get out of it. So if anybody does know, if they say they know, they had better effing work for Amex because I don't think anybody knows. Kirby should make a channel myself so I can milk it. There- Kirby, you're creating a channel, man. We already talked about this. You're doing it. You're going to do it. Cesar, finish the business gold, Delta Gold, and business Delta Platinum. Will be hitting the man. Yeah. Filmo, Upstate New York Cheesecake Challenge, Bobby versus Filmo, no holds barred. Is the sponsor going to be like a milk company? Like I don't know what dairy companies are up there, but the cheesecake challenge sponsored by Highland or whoever provides milk up there. Chadden says bought multiple gift cards at Lowe's for the $50 off, $200 have the offer on 11 different cards. Chadden's going to have like $5,000 of gift cards. Kirby said, don't worry, Leak. Not all of us can be Filmo and Matt Clausen, the true kings of the game. Yeah. Yep. Filmo and Cesar and whatnot are the big dogs for sure. QC Man, it's an extra 200 Delta stays credit in addition to the normal stays. Talking about the upgrade offer, that's really good. I thought it was a statement credit, I think, on the upgrade. If you're talking about the Delta Reserve upgrade, QC Man, if that's what you're talking about, I'm pretty sure it's a statement credit. I could be wrong, though. Carlos says the fact that you liked Iceland before you got into the game makes it more rewarding instead of traveling just because a guy got points. Yeah, man. But I've been I guess the term would be I've had wanderlust for Iceland for a long time just because of playing Eve Online, which their headquarters, the CCP Games, which is the makers of the game, their headquarters is in Reykjavik. So playing the game is what initially got me interested in Iceland because they have Eve Online Fan Fest almost every year, and it's in Reykjavik. And I keep bumping my mic. Sorry. But when I started looking at Iceland outside of just Fan Fest, it made me want to go even more because I started looking at pictures and videos and stuff. And this is going back to like 2013. It's like, man, I was like, I really want to go to this place even more so now. So yeah, so I've wanted to go even way before I even thought about traveling or actually doing it. Then when I was there in September of 23, the entire time I was there, I'm like looking around, walking around, like I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I'm seeing this. I'm really here. Okay, yep, I'm touching walls of things, and I'm like looking at things. I go, yep, I'm really here. So yeah, I was like a kid in the Kenny store the entire time, and I will be in a few weeks again too. Let's see here. I think I missed some comments here. Bobby, Filmo, seriously, though, I'm down for a bake off and tasting. That's awesome. There's got to be a video of this, or there has to be a video of the cheesecake bake off and tasting, or it didn't happen. Kirby, hey, I have a great Among Us gameplay on my channel already. Oh, okay. We'll need to rebrand in July, and we can hit to do some live stream. Heck yeah, man. Do it. Do it. QC Man, Cheesecake Factory has to be the sponsor, of course. Oh, yes, QC Man, you're right. Cheesecake Factory has to be the sponsor. You're exactly 100% right. Carlos, Hilton cards sound great, but the credits I can't use much. Which credits, Carlos? Are you talking about in particular? Carlos, I will stick to the gold for now. The Amex Gold? Kirby, my upgrade offer was $35K, $300 statement credit, but the card itself has a $200 Delta state. Yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. But for this one trip, I'm using all of those. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Be able to use all those in one shot. That's amazing. Chatan, I should clarify, not on Lowe's cards. They sell, yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you meant, Chatan. I may have said that wrong too, but yeah, they have a big giant wall of gift cards. Yeah, yeah, to different merchants and stuff. Yeah, yep. Eddie Jackson, are you going to Japan next year? Eddie, I really want to. I'm still kicking it around. Um, I've done a little bit of looking into it, like looking for availability, like on Seats.arrow or even Point.me, but I haven't really found anything yet. I know that I'm sitting on a pile of Alaska miles, so I really want to go via you know Japan Airlines one way or the other, and then ANA one way or the other. But just haven't dug in and really started looking for availability. I've looked a little bit passively, but I really would like to go to Japan next year. So preferably on ANA and or JAL business class. Excuse me. Okay, Kirby got you. Yep. If you already use the stays credit with the platinum, you get a fresh $20 with that offer, I think. Kirby, I called MX and they told me if I used the 150 credit first, then upgrade, I would only receive an additional 50. Oh, really? That's interesting. Huh. Very interesting. My multiple phone calls with MX about this upgrade made me realize no one knows anything, but they were nice. So yeah, that's interesting they would say that, but yeah, the credit would basically reset with the card upgrade. So at least that's the way it's always been, I believe. So we have 28 people in here, 25 likes. I love seeing everybody in here. This is great. Eddie, I'm transferring to ANA when the redemption is 3-1, which happens once a year. Only thing is it's random. ANA, transfer to ANA, is that with MR points? I'm assuming. Well, and that's the thing I'm looking for too, right? I think it's MR. I think MX transfers to ANA. It's like I would want to use MR points to transfer to ANA and then Alaska miles to book with JAL. So that's the goal, man. Japan is a giant um, bucket list place for me. So okay, yeah, that's what I thought. See here, what else? What other topics are there? Anybody else got any questions? Or I mean, maybe I think of anything. I don't know. We're coming up on an hour here in a little bit. Filmo, since you're in pop-up jail, any plans for next card? Well, I don't. That's a great question, man. I've been really bummed out this week because of being in pop-up jail, and like I said, I'm gonna do a video, an in-depth video about it. Maybe even be tomorrow, but sometime this week. Maybe it'll be Wednesday's video. But I've been looking at some of the BOA business cards and also US Bank business cards, so that could be a path. Um, Also, I know that the Air France card was on my roadmap for the year. My roadmap for the year. That's still a possibility, but I want to wait for an elevated offer from them first. So, um, yeah, I don't really. It's going to be probably a U.S. Bank or BOA business card or Air France maybe. I don't. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed out actually, really. I was even thinking about this week about just not getting anything for the rest of the year and just sitting on what I have and just using what I have, especially if, like I said, the data points about, I'm sorry if I've been sitting close to my mic the entire time. The data points about, what gets me out of pop-up jail, you know, spending on the cards, whatnot. Cause I figured maybe even after the trifecta, I'm back to putting all my spend on my Amex cards for the rest of the year and seeing what happens. And then waiting for another elevated offer on the Delta cards again. I would love for there to be a no lifetime language offer or something. I guess it really wouldn't be on the business cards, but some kind of offer that got me past pop-up jail, but haven't come across anything. So yeah, I feel still kind of up in the air about what I'm going to do next. But if I do, it's probably going to be US Bank Biz, BOA Biz, or Air France. We'll see. Or nothing. Who knows? Eddie, we have to connect if we are there simultaneously. Oh, Japan. Yeah, I remember you talking about going. You were thinking about going to Japan too next year. Yeah, man, for sure, dude. That'd be awesome. That'd be cool. Manuel, what makes the Delta business card so good? Well, in my mind, and this is just speaking for me, Manuel. Number one, I'm a Delta guy, so there's that. Number two, on the business cards, well, right now, besides the really good elevated offers on them right now, like for me, that even on the business side, the platinum card would be a sweet spot. But I mean, I would want to go up the ladder. I'm going to get the gold card first, Delta Gold, Delta Biz Gold first, then Delta Platinum. But for me, it's like that sweet spot because the credits are so good on that card. So basically, with those two cards, with the gold and with the platinum, the credits are a little bit more. So like on the gold card. So first of all, if you can get the Delta Biz card, it's no annual fee for the first year. And then after that, it's $150 a year. Well, the Delta Stays credit is so easy to use. Like it's super underrated, I think. I've used it a couple of times now. It's just easy. And that credit on the business card on the gold card is $150, as opposed to it being just $100 on the Delta Gold personal card. So right there, if you're using the Delta Stays credit every year on the card, you're zeroing out the annual fee on the card right away. So then you get things like, take 15 off of point bookings and whatnot, which makes it even better. And the same thing with the platinum card, the Delta Business Platinum card. That Stays credit, I believe, is $200 instead of it's $150 on the personal. It's $200, I believe, on the business platinum card. So you get a lot of the same benefits, but the credits are more on those cards. So that's what makes them better. And a lot of the stuff on the Delta cards anyway are things that I normally use anyway. Like, I know everybody bitches and moans and complains about credits and all that, but I mean, Resi is easy for me. Uber's ride shares are easy for me. Those kind of things. So it's just a card that fits myself very well for numerous reasons. But that's what makes them good for me. Kirby Dynamics downgrade game is a nice side thing to do while waiting for a new card. Yep, sure is, man. I always feel bad when I don't have a sub to work on. Yeah, I mean, right. I'm done. I'm not working on anything right now, right? Except for I'm doing the trifecta experiment, right? And I think, and I don't know, data points. Who knows what causes pop-up jail? But I basically haven't spent on my Amex cards minus my upgrade back to the platinum card at all this year because of the trifecta experiment. And also because going into the middle of January, I was also finishing up the welcome offer for the US bar card as well. So I hadn't put any spin on any of my Amex cards really at all. And so that could be a reason why I'm in pop-up jail as well. Again, we don't know, but that's my hypothesis as to why I'm in pop-up jail. So, but yeah, the upgrade downgrade game is awesome. It's a great thing for sure, Kirby. Sarah Kirby says, I was surprised to get the offer on the Delta card. I was putting zero spend on it on a normal monthly basis. Had a couple of flight purchases, but I think they wanted to pull me back in. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm right there with you. And I haven't put anything on those cards either. And right now in my portal, I have to go back, because right now I hold I do hold the I always like showing my cards just to show you guys that I'm authentic and I'm real. But right now I've got the Delta SkyMiles Blue and Gold card, the personal card. So right now my portal, Kirby, I have the offer to upgrade to the platinum card, which is like 10,000 points for $500 in spend. That doesn't do anything. It doesn't make me joyful very much. But and then the offer to go to the reserve, which is the exact same offer you have, the one I have right now, the 35,000 points plus $300 statement credit, which I think is I think that's a pretty strong offer, especially with that $300 statement credit. So let's see here. Eddie says the Delta guy at MSP last week, Manning, the Delta Amex cards did a great job, convinced me to get the reserve. Nice. Oh, I didn't know you got the reserve, man. That's cool. The thing is, it would be a great card if I was married. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you saw my reason why I downgraded from the platinum card, from the Delta platinum card. So QC Miss Kirby G, just when I thought I was out, yeah, they pulled me back in. And Kirby said, I also had Amex reps tell me I could not climb the ladder. I couldn't get the reserve offer if I just applied for it. I was like, I'm pretty sure I can. Decided to, yeah, no, you can. You can apply for a card outright, even if you do have an upgrade offer. You can apply for a card outright. That's weird, man. Eddie says, I think you mentioned that the reserve card is something you wouldn't consider anytime soon. Is that still the case? You know, I go back and forth on it, man, especially since I had the Amex platinum card. Like having all the lounge access, the diversity of lounge access is really huge. I don't see a situation where I would pay for both the cards. And as much as I am loyal to Delta, there's going to be a few times this year I'm not flying Delta. So having that diversity of lounge access is really important to me. I know that, with the reserve, I know you get access, I think, to Centurions also, and I think it's Escapes as well, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And I don't know if there was a crazy offer that I could actually get and get approved for a year, elevated offer, I might do it for a year, but it wouldn't, I don't think it'd be a keeper. I think it'd be a one and done. So and right now I'm in pop-up jail, so it doesn't matter. Kirby, I am pro credit. Give me more. Yeah, more, please. Can I have more, sir? Detoured Travels. Hey, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. I've seen you a few times in my comments, man. I'm glad you made it. I'm super happy you're here. Thank you. Thank you for being so generous. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. And he said, I really like my Amex Platinum Gold Delta Platinum trifecta. Very powerful stuff. Yeah. It's especially, earnings wise, not great except for the gold card. But if you're traveling a lot and you're using those credits a lot, especially like the Delta Platinum with and also to the Amex Platinum too with the rideshare credit, especially if you're traveling a lot. This year I'm traveling a lot. So, and I always go to the airport via Uber. So that credit is super easy to use. And there's several Resi restaurants here in Kansas City. And I've been to about half of them, and a couple of them are my favorite restaurants. So it's like, it's easy to use. So yeah, man, it can be very powerful stuff, especially when you can stack those different credits together. Kirby, they told me since I got an intro offer on the gold originally, I couldn't get the reserve elevated offer. I've added Delta cards for the perks, not the miles, so upgrade more sense for me, but weird. Yeah, that I think that's false. I don't, unless maybe someone else knows something I don't know, but I think that's false. I think you can get, I'm really sure you can get offers on all the cards. Well, like Cesar has gotten almost darn near all of the all the business Delta cards and without upgrading. So yeah, that's weird. Eddie, I'm with you on that. That is why I'm torn. Yeah. Yeah. So you and I are kind of on the same page. And then Manuel, the platinum card will get you into the express and Aspire. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, yep. That's what I thought. Yeah, I forgot about the Aspire lounges. Yeah. And QC man, how close do you think you'll come to using up your 10 Sky Club entries on your platinum this year? That's a great question, QC man. Very good question. I will probably use them up based on my calculations for travel this year. I will use them up. And again, that's where the reserve might come into play, right? So I knew where you're going with that, QC man. Filmo, you book Puerto Rico. I can't talk all of a sudden. You book Puerto Rico yet, brother? I have not booked it yet. I will get it done this week, Filmo. I promise. I know you keep asking me that. I've not done it yet. Well, first part of it was like I'm trying to figure out time off this year, PTO wise and all that. Then I also have sabbatical this year too through my company, paid month long sabbatical. So I was trying to figure all that out. But yes, now that I know exactly what I'm doing, I will get it booked this week. I will send you proof, Filmo. George Morales. Hey, George, good to see you here, man. Thank you. Hey, John, new here. I'm been here for 3 years and I'm new. So, what is your opinion on the City AA Advantage card? Man, I have no experience with it, George. I don't know that I have an opinion on it. I don't fly American. The last time I did was for work, and it was a horrible experience. I've never held the card. So I'm speaking from someone that has no experience. So please understand that. I think if the card works for you, then you should get it. If you are either an Amex, yeah, American Airlines loyalist, or and if it's a card you want to spend on, because I know American points are hard to come by. If you can get value out of that card, then go for it. I would say go for it. And again, I'm speaking from a person that has zero experience with the card. So, but I say as always, if you can get value from that card and it makes sense for you, then go ahead and do it. Kirby, pretty sure the rep was just wrong. Oh, I know the rep was just wrong. So just want to argue, since I just wanted to see if I could get more miles on the upgrade offer, just to confuse rep. Yeah, that was not correct at all. So QC man, does your home airport also have a Centurion? No, we do not have a Centurion lounge here in Kansas City. The terminal here is about 2 years old. The brand new terminal is about 2 years old. We have a really nice Sky Club, which I've posted pictures in Discords and whatnot before, but really nice Sky Club, big Sky Club. And they are right now putting in an escape lounge as well. So I think construction on that's supposed to be done mid-year, into the year. So we'll have a new escape lounge as well. Link 875. Why is Delta your number one airline? Anything special about them? Well, Link, for me, and I say this knowing that they're not perfect, just like every other airline, things happen, things go wrong. They're not perfect. And nothing touched by man or humankind is perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But based on my flying experience, Delta has the best hardware. Delta's customer service is the best. I've always had a great experience on Delta flights, always. Does that mean that there's going to be something that pops up that makes that an untrue statement? Of course there can be, for sure. But so far, my best experiences have been with Delta, and that's why I'm loyal to Delta, because it's always been a good experience. And also, too, at my home airport here in Kansas City, Delta is second in flights only to Southwest. So Delta has the most flights out of here next to Southwest. And then it's United and American, and it's not even close. So that's another reason why. But it's mostly because of my experience with Delta on Delta flights and how I'm treated uh by everybody within Delta. So and having to make phone calls and whatnot. It's always been a good experience. Kirby might be moving to SoCal for a job opportunity, waiting for the money. So we'll see. Best premier travel card for SNA LAX. Well, didn't LA just get a Sapphire Lounge? Maybe. I mean, so you have options, right? With LAX, you have Sky Club, you have I think Sapphire. I think correctly. Um, I know they got a handful of other lounges too, probably Party Pass and whatnot. I would. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, Manuel does not. Okay. What was I thinking then? What am I thinking that LAX is getting? Correct me, Manuel. Like I said, no, they were just getting something. So I apologize. But Kirby, platinum card. San Diego just got one. Okay. Well, so I would say either a Sapphire card or Sapphire Reserve or the Platinum MX Platinum card. Or if you're, loyalist to Delta, then Delta Reserve. We won't be here too. Oh wow, we're already at over an hour. Awesome. Won't be here too much longer. Let's want to catch up on questions here or comments here. Eddie, did you go to the Centurion Lounge or one of the Delta Sky Clubs when you were in Atlanta for your layover last year for your trip to my hometown of NOLA? Yes. So on my trip to and from New Orleans for the creator meetup over last Labor Day weekend, I visited on that trip. I visited the Sky Club here in Kansas City. Then on my layover in Atlanta, I was at the Centurion Lounge, and then on my way home back to Kansas City in New Orleans, I visited the Sky Club in the New Orleans airport. And then flying back through Atlanta again, I visited the Centurion Lounge in Atlanta again, and then came back home. So yeah, had 4 lounge visits on that trip. Kirby, for me, I love the Delta. I love Delta because I go to Minneapolis a lot. Yep, hub, great credit cards, and customer service has always been amazing for me. Yep, same thing. Kirby, I will be in Orange County, so a lot of travel will be through SNA. LAX will be more international. Okay, SNA it's not San Diego, is it? Am I thinking San Diego? Manuel is going to correct me if I'm wrong. QC man, even though that's right, say John Wayne. Okay, yep. I don't know John Wayne's layout, Kirby. I mean, LAX. I mean, the big airport. Platinum card or the reserve card. I just don't know who. I just don't know anything about SNA to answer that question for you. To be honest, QC man. Even though I'm more of a free agent, definitely agree. Delta has the best overall flying experience. JetBlue seats are better, but so many damn delays. Yeah, I've never flown on JetBlue, so I cannot give an opinion at all on JetBlue. Eddie, do you agree that Centurion is better than Sky Clubs? Yes. So with an asterisk. So with my experience so far, yes. Even though the Sky Club here in Kansas City, and I've only been to one Centurion Lounge too. And that's the brand newish one in Atlanta, right? So that's been my only Centurion so far. So based on my very small scope of experience, yes, I would agree with that. The Sky Club here in Kansas City is really nice, though. So really nice. Um, Manuel, there are also no party pass lounges in LA. Okay. That's good to know. I didn't know that. Eddie, Kirby is on the money about why Delta is awesome. Yep. Yep. 100%. Vincent Pascal, SAN, that's San Diego, has an Aspire Lounge, Party Pass, which will become an Alaska Lounge, and one Party Pass restaurant. Okay. That's in addition to the Sapphire Lounge, United Club, and Delta Sky Club. Wow, they got a lot of lounges in San Diego. That's awesome. I've not been to San Diego yet, but that's someplace I want to go in the next couple of years. So, and now I know the lay of the land there, thanks to Mr. Pascal's intelligence. Thank you, sir. Kirby, John Wayne, Santa Ana. Yep. So Orange County Airport. I'm going to wrap up here in a few minutes here. I know that Joe Barreto, Chad of Chad's Money Minutes, and Sledge of Sledging Team are going to be going live with Damien from the Travel and Everyday Spin channel here, I think at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 Central. So I'm not going to run too much longer here. Manuel, there is the Centurion Lounge, Alaska, American Airlines lounges, and international lounges. Okay. At LAX. So all the big lounges then. Man, Alaska is really intriguing. If I lived on the West Coast, I think Alaska would definitely be very interesting. Here in Kansas City, there's only a couple of flights a day on Alaska, and I believe all of them go to Seattle. JetBlue has been great for me. Delta is my backup if they don't fly to my destination. Yep. I know a lot of people like JetBlue a lot, so I know they've got their experiences with delays, or they have their stuff with delays and whatnot. But it seems like a lot of people like their hardware. I know JetBlue Mint looks really amazing. Kirby, Delta offered to kick me off a flight due to swapping planes. $1,000 in flight credit round trip Comfort Plus from LAX to Auckland was an amazing trip I took in late 2023. Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that a little bit. Yeah, New Zealand. New Zealand's also another destination I want to go to. I have a buddy of mine that's been to New Zealand twice. So he's been with my company long enough that he's had 2 sabbaticals, and him and his wife have gone to New Zealand both times. And the last time they were there was in November of 23. He's like, yeah, you got to go. It's based on the pictures and videos he shared, it looks amazing. Manuel, yep, LA, Carlos, a lot of delays for JetBlue at RJFK airport related issues for the most part. Okay, well, that makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Well, like I said, I didn't want to keep y'all too much longer here, so I'm probably going to wrap up here unless there's a few last comments or whatnot. But hour and 17 minutes, 28 people watching now. You guys have been amazing. I just want to go through and thank everybody again for the super chats here. First and foremost, I'll go all the way up to the top here. First, Filmo, thank you, man, for your $10. Israel for your $3. Thank you, sir. It means a lot. QC Man for $1.99. Here's Johnny. Thank you, sir. Manuel with $1.99. Thank you. That means a lot to me as well. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And Detour Travels with a $2 super chat too as well. You guys are just great. Thank you so much for everything. It blows me away. Truly, it blows me away when I see so many views and so many comments, and it's very humbling that you guys take time out of your day to watch. Last few comments here. Kirby's absolutely gorgeous country. Didn't make it to the South Island, but was amazing. That's awesome, dude. Link, thanks, John. Can't wait for the upcoming videos. Yep, I'll have a couple dropping this week. Thank you, Link, for being here. You asked a lot of good questions. Thank you. Kirby, be sure to like and subscribe. Yes, please like and subscribe before you go. QC Man, yep. I'm JFK LGA, so I have to deal with JetBlue's. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, again, thank you, everybody, for being here. And don't forget, again, Joe, Sledge, and Chad are going to be talking to Damien. Damien's a guy, his channel is about the same size as mine. I think he just crossed over 800 subscribers. And he's a super good guy, really nice guy. He puts out a couple of videos a week. He does a live stream every Thursday evening. But they're going to be interviewing and talking to him to get him some more exposure to more people. So I believe that's at 4 o'clock this afternoon time. So make sure you guys at least check that out if you can. And of course, watch it later on if you can't. But I know we all have lives and whatnot, have to get things done. But at least pop in or something. So, but I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here. It means a lot. Probably do this again in a couple of weeks. So until then, bye for now.